Hi, everyone. Welcome to another short attention span webinar. Kelly, trust me, I'm in sales. I
Yeah,
still,
that's a big one.
I still have not given you one of those T-shirts, have I?
No.
I know, isn't that awful? I'm
Do you have
sorry.
one in like triple X? That's
Well,
about what I need right now.
maybe I'll wait until you have the babies and then
Yeah,
I'll give
okay.
it to you at that point. All right, gang. Here's the situation. You want to get an appointment from somebody, and you walk in the door and you say, "I am unbelievable. I'm the best salesman ever." And the client says, "Well, I can't give you the appointment because I don't know you." And it's kind of the strange dichotomy there, right? You can't prove yourself until you're given the chance, and the client won't give you the chance until you prove yourself. So, Kelly, this one's all about selling trust.
Yep.
So, how do we sell trust? Go.
I like this. I like this first one because, and I talk to my clients about this all the time because this is what you taught me, is that there are a million ways to make and keep small promises, starting with when you send a letter to a new prospect and you say, I'll be calling you the week of the 17th. I hope you'll make some time to take my call. And when you pick up the week of the 17th and you call and say, hey, I promised you I'd call you this week, and here I am, keeping the first of my many promises to you. That's people, I don't even think about it that way, but that's what you do every time you keep your word. I just wrote my blog on that, on keeping your word, a little bit ago. It's so important because, unfortunately, when you really think about it, we don't always keep our word. So this is a great opportunity to do so.
But not just keep the word, but you said something else that I want to point out, and that is to point out that you kept your word.
Yeah.
Right? I
Hmm.
know you don't know me from Adam, and I know that you probably have little reason to trust me. I just want to point out once again that I told you I was going to call you today, and I called you today. I'm just saying. And I'm serious. You got to use those words.
Yep.
Second one is to send testimonials. You want to prove yourself trustworthy? Then show the client or the prospect that someone else trusts you, that someone else has taken the risk out of the situation. So if you can get that group of people that says, you know what, Kelly Malazzi is absolutely amazing, then they're going to buy it too. Two thumbs way up on the Malazzi project. The third one, Kelly, you know what? Don't oversell. And this was kind of a crazy one that was added here, but you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to say, come on, trust me. Look at how great I am.
Right.
That's just, then you're becoming that guy. And
Right.
Kelly, don't become that guy.
I won't become that
All
guy.
right, good. I appreciate that. All right, so we want to be diligent to a point, though, right, Kelly?
Yeah, and this is, I love this phrase, pleasantly persistent. And it's hard to know what the acceptable frequency of contact that is persistent but not stalker-esque.
Yeah.
Because what we're really doing is, and this pertains, I mean, obviously this whole discussion is about business development, and it's about trying to land appointments with new prospects. But you're saying, look, I want to have a conversation with you. I believe that I have something of value to bring to the table to you and that I can help you. So I'm not going away.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a combination of letters and phone calls and emails and possibly a visit. Possibly you mail a case study. You might send an email newsletter. You might send them a notification that your new blog just went up. But this, again, we're not talking every day. We're talking about finding striking a comfortable balance where you are communicating on a regular basis, but not to the point of making a nuisance of yourself.
There you go. That's the best definition right there. And then be patient. Okay, you can't say trust me and hurry up. We're not on your schedule. You're on their schedule, and they're going to take time, and they're going to have the best that you can do is to keep playing that card and keep building that brand. But this takes time, so relax. Be anecdotal. Why? Why do you want to be anecdotal here, Kelly? I think part of the reason is that we want to say, instead of specs and everything else, to say, let me tell you this great story, because I think people like that kind of selling when they're trying to trust you, right?
Well, it makes them feel safe. And it also, I mean, I kind of tie number 2 and number 6 together, that, and I call it the prestige sale sometimes too, where if you're already working with a company that's got a name brand that a lot of people recognize, or even if it's locally, but it's a business that people are familiar with, what you're kind of saying is, hey, look, if these guys trust me, you can too. So the testimonial, maybe it's in your email signature, and maybe you change it up every month or so where it says, here's what people are saying about me. Here's what people are saying about my company. But the anecdotal approach, saying, I have recognized problems like yours. I have helped people solve these problems like yours, and here have been the results of me solving those problems. So again, it makes them feel safe, and it takes some of that mystery away to say, well, if other people trust them, I mean, that's almost what the foundation of advertising is, right? Is to say, well, if my neighbors are using it, and if my mother-in-law uses it, and if my brother uses it, then it's probably okay for me to use it too.
Right.
So it's that kind of communal kind of approach that it's safe because it's proven.
And here again, other people have taken the risk out of it. I think that's a great point. And so, in general, look, you know what? Every single time you are trying to build that trust, you want to sell as though you're answering this question. This is why you want to buy from me. Here I am calling again. This is why you want to buy from me. Look at the nice things that other people have said. This is why you want to buy from me. Look at how
Mm-hmm.
patient I'm being. Look at how pleasantly persistent I'm being. And just keep playing that card and keep playing that card. This is one of the hardest things that we do. And this is also why, by the way, it's easier to sell more to your existing customers because they already trust you. So, big subject here, Kelly. This one was
Yeah.
a lot of fun. Selling trust. When I have this conversation with my coaching clients a lot. They can't understand why they can't get an appointment, and I point out to them, they don't trust you. Go
Mm-hmm.
prove yourself trustworthy. So, all
Yeah.
right, gang.
And patience is huge there. I do agree with that one entirely. So.
And you'll have to be patient because we'll have to wait a whole week for another short attention span webinar. Kelly, thank you very much.
Thanks, Bill.
And I trust that you all have a good selling week. Ba-dum-bum. Talk to you next week, everybody. Thanks.